Ethereum is hailed as the world computer by the media, making the ecosystem one of the largest and most popular Layer 1 blockchain protocols. Currently, Ethereum houses over 350 projects, with many famous projects including Uniswap the DEX, MakerDAO the DAO, OpenSea the NFT marketplace, and beyond, courtesy of its smart contracts and decentralized finance functionalities. So far, these functionalities have enabled developers to issue initial coin offerings and non-fungible tokens, as well as develop wallets, derivative contracts, games, and so on and so forth. So is there another interesting weapon? Well, let's go ahead and dive on into it. The Bitcoin price added almost 50% since early March, helping the Ethereum price and other cryptocurrencies rally. As a result of rising expectations that the Federal Reserve will pivot from its hawkish stance in the face of declining inflation as the bank collapses, as a result of the rising expectation that the Federal Reserve will deviate from its hawkish stance. Something interesting happening recently is that Tesla billionaire Elon Musk waded into the debate and sent a warning to US President Joe Biden after the Federal Reserve hikes interest rates yet again. "The banks are melting," Musk replied to a Twitter post by Biden that referenced his administration's climate change achievements over the first year in his office. 3 US banks, Silicon Valley Bank, Signature Bank, Silvergate Bank, have all crashed in March, partly due to interest rate rises wiping out the value of the bonds that they held. Both Silvergate and Signature were friendly towards Bitcoin and crypto companies, hence instigating speculation that their unfortunate demise was triggered by their connection to the crypto space. Meanwhile, shares in the First Republic Bank have crashed over 90% over the last month, falling again according to reports. It may need to raise more funds by being thrown a $30 billion lifeline by larger rivals. In Europe, longtime basket case Credit Suisse has also been hastily sold to rival UBS in a deal that values it at a fraction of what it was worth just a week ago. But how did we get here? Fed Chair Jerome Powell described Silicon Valley Bank as an outlier and that the financial system in general remains strong. The Bitcoin and crypto markets have crashed along with the stock markets since the Fed said in late 2021 that it will begin hiking interest rates and tightening monetary policy to slow inflation. The Bitcoin price crashed to lows of under $20,000 from a peak of almost $70,000, while the Ethereum price and other major cryptocurrencies saw similar declines. After the collapse of Silvergate, Silicon Valley Bank, and Signature Bank, the Fed reduced its aggressive rhetoric, which was a positive signal for the financial markets despite the sharp drops in bank stocks, an expert noted. Perhaps Musk's tweet is the main trigger for the current prices, as Bitcoin prices capitulated towards the $30,000 mark per Bitcoin, up around 70% so far this year, amid a banking crisis that tossed cryptocurrencies including Ethereum, BNB, XRP, Cardano, Dogecoin, Polygon, and Solana back into the spotlight. Bitcoin's huge 2023 price surge, adding around $200 billion to the general crypto market, has initiated a wave of bullish price predictions. Quote, "I think Bitcoin will probably break its all-time highs this year," Marshall Beard, chief strategy officer at the US-based crypto exchange Gemini, said, noting that $100,000 per Bitcoin could be a possibility. Inflation rocketed high to a 40-year high last year, though many economists predict it will fall sharply throughout 2023. Slowing inflation expectations have led some to forecast a Federal Reserve U-turn in an attempt to welcome a return to economic growth. Growth and risk appetite has surged despite volatility following current events in the traditional banking sector and the washout in 2022. Stefan Lutz, acting chief executive of Group Chief Financial Officers at crypto derivatives exchange BitMEX, said alongside a report that outlined how falling inflation will cause the Fed to flip dovish. Inflation will drop sharply this year, and while the Fed will likely be stubborn in admitting that they overhiked, the financial markets will price the end of the restricted liquidity, another expert noted. The second largest cryptocurrency by market cap, Ethereum, has been quite impressive. It has had its fair share of volatility and price crashes, but is held strong. Various experts are cheering for Ethereum, and some predict it could surpass Bitcoin anytime soon. The Ethereum blockchain remains the dominant operating system for decentralized finance because few alternatives exist until recently, according to a report from Bank of America. However, the bank said it expects Ethereum adoption and usage to deaccelerate if the blockchain's nagging problems of low throughput continue to linger. He added that application developers will probably choose other networks to build on. In crypto, throughput refers to the number of transactions a blockchain can complete per second. Quote, "We view Ethereum's long-term viability as dependent on its ability to fulfill the vision laid out in its roadmap, which includes implementing sharding architecture to expand its throughput capacity significantly." Bank of America also noted that Ethereum's smart contract-enabled platform gave it a first-mover advantage as app developers gravitated towards the platform, which led to network effects as the number of decentralized apps and users skyrocketed. That early success proved to be a double-edged sword as a large number of transactions resulted in network congestion and surging transaction fees. Recently, whale data reveals massive whale activity in the last few days. Crypto whales are purchasing Ethereum worth millions ahead of the most awaited Ethereum Shanghai upgrade, which will enable staked Ethereum withdrawals. Whale Alert reports several transfers of Ethereum from crypto exchanges to wallets. Currently, 11,529 Ethereum worth $20 million was transferred from Bitfinex, and another transfer of 13,341 Ethereum worth $23 million from Bitfinex was also noted. Plus, a whale moved 72,999 Ethereum worth $129 million from one wallet to another. It was suspected that the wallets belonged to the same whale, as both have almost the same type of tokens. The receiving wallet then transferred 83,000 Ethereum worth $145 million to an unknown wallet. More Ethereum transfers involving Ethereum purchases were also reported by Whale Alert. These Ethereum purchases by whales continue since the start of that week. A whale purchased 167,696 Ethereum worth $293 million from Gemini. Data from Glassnode reveals that the number of Ethereum withdrawals from crypto exchanges hitting a 3-month high of 3 million. Moreover, the number of non-zero addresses for Ethereum has reached an all-time high of 96 million. Something big is coming for Ethereum, and no one wants to miss out. It seems like the Shanghai upgrade is going to be huge. The Ethereum Shanghai mainnet upgrade is scheduled to happen on April 12th, as per the announcement by Ethereum core developers. In addition, the Ethereum staked on the Beacon chain also jumped to 17 million, worth $31.31 billion, amid the rise in staking activity due to the Shanghai upgrade. The Ethereum price is currently trading at $1,756. Crypto analysts, including Michael van de Poppe, are bullish on Ethereum breaking $2,000. After transitioning to a proof-of-stake consensus layer on September 15, 2022, Ethereum, the second largest blockchain in the world, now depends heavily on validators to verify on-chain transactions through staking, so that a new block can be added onto the network. And under the new mechanism, the validators will be rewarded, which is different from that of the previous consensus layer, the proof of work, which requires miners to verify transactions through complicated algorithms and powerful computing devices. The last upgrade, which was the merge, only allowed users to stake their Ethereum tokens to secure the network, but they can't withdraw the staked tokens, as well as the rewards that they have received or will receive during the verification process. Therefore, the developers of the Ethereum community planned the Shanghai upgrade, during which users will be able to withdraw the staked Ethereum on top of other goals, including making the network more scalable and adaptable under the new proof-of-stake mechanism. To dive deeper in the upcoming upgrade, the white paper will explain the following events in the Ethereum community since its establishment in 2015. The birth of the community, the major events which affected the price of its native token Ether, especially before and after the collapse of Terra and FTX, as well as the merge, and then the major competitors could compete with Ethereum in terms of scalability. 2022 was a bumpy road for the crypto industry because of the fall of Terra and FTX, which made Ethereum's prices slightly fluctuate. Although the crypto was struggling a bit at the beginning when the two respective events broke out, it evaded huge losses. The first ripple effect started on the 9th of May 2022, after UST began to break its peg to the USD, and Ethereum fell to $1,760 3 weeks later from $2,867, the highest price in the same month. While the market was still digesting the shocking news, Ethereum's price further dropped below $1,500 in June, with the lowest price at just $978 to a point in the same month. The losses that followed were quite grave, but here it is now, planning for a huge upgrade. But that's going to do it for today's video. Make sure you click on the subscribe notification buttons, and we'll see you in the next video.